Why did you go to see him?
The picture that Hope posted. 3 of you guys in my office?
Yeah.
I'm not okay with it. And I'm not saying it was you. It had nothing to do with you. It was all him. But he has to know that I can't tolerate this kind of stuff, right?
Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Today is Friday, yay, August 26, 2022. And on a scale of 1 to 10, y'all know how we do. Oh gosh, I guess I'll give it a 7.5. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. It wasn't much to the soap, but we saw an additional person and they took away some of the people we've been seeing all week. So let's just get right into it. Child, why is Ridge at Deacon's job? I said, sir, what are you doing? Why are you at this man's job? And he said, I need to tell him some things. So he goes to this job and Deacon said, oh Lord, because he already stressed out because he got Sheila at his apartment at his little efficiency who won't leave. Something happened wrong with the ordering. And he just stressed. And so the last person you want to see when you are stressed is a person that does not like you and the feeling is mutual. So he moved. Ridge gonna walk up to Deacon. He said, let me get this out the way. I said, the box cutter? Okay. And so the bartender, he said, all right, I'm out. So he get up and leave or whatever. And Deacon is just like, what you doing here? He said, I came to tell you to stay away from my family. I said, Lord Ridge, this is rich. This is very rich coming from you. You walking yourself over here to Deacon to tell him to stay away from your family. But I bet if Brooke were to tell Taylor to stay away from you, there would be problems. If Brooke were to put her foot down and say, listen, Ridge, you can't be around Taylor anymore. If you want this to work, this is a two-way street. I'm going to stay away from Deacon. You're going to stay away from Taylor. But it's not about them, even though it is. Getting back to Ridge and Deacon. So he tells him, I want you to stay away from Brooke. And really, I want you to stay away from Hope. And Deacon said, oh, well, that's not your responsibility. I mean, that's not your call. He said, sorry. He said, that's not your call. Like, you don't have any kind of say when it comes to me and my daughter's relationship. She wants me in her life. We're building a relationship and that is what it is. And he says, you, a man that was friends with Sheila Carter. He said, we weren't exactly friends. Then Ridge was like, I don't care what you were. Then why you bring it up? And then Ridge gonna get loud and the crowd said, whoo. He said, sorry. I can't stand Ridge. No, for real, I can't stand Ridge. No, I'm serious. I cannot stand Ridge. Like, he's such a hypocrite and he has such double standards. Like, you're sitting here telling this man who has not done nothing to your marriage. Yeah, he kissed Brooke, but Brooke was drunk. And you know why Brooke was drunk or whatever. You were very sober and Taylor was very sober when she kissed you. And Taylor is very sober going after you and telling you, you're not happy at home. Yeah, Deacon did it to Brooke as well. But you know what Brooke did? She shut it down. God, I can't believe I'm defending Brooke. Jesus, you know I don't like her. But Brooke shut that stuff down with Deacon. She was like, listen, Ridge is my husband. I want him back. And I'm not about to do anything with you that's going to mess it up. And then he tells Deacon, don't come to my office. You know how I know it was my office? Because it's got my name on it. I said, okay, Ridge, I hear you. But anyways, so they're just going back and forth with this pettiness or whatever. And I don't know. Really, I'm like, Deacon, say something, stand up to him. Like, why you not throwing in his face about Taylor? Like, you feel like that about Brooke, but what about Taylor? Why you don't throw that up in his face or nothing? Y'all just let Ridge say what he want to say, be aggressive as he wants to be. Put y'all in y'all place like he need. Like, y'all just let this man just do whatever he wants to y'all. And then nothing comes back to him. Oh, y'all be getting on my nerves. But anyways, he get a call from Liam. And when he gets the call from Liam, he's like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hope came to see me. He was like, yeah, she came over there to see you. He said, no, I'm at work. And he said, but anyways, I'll talk to you later, Liam. He hangs up. And then he tells Ridge, I gotta go. And he leaves Ridge standing there. Now, Liam is with Brooke. Liam is with Brooke because he came over thinking that Hope was gonna be there, and she said no. She went to see her dad, and he was like, "Oh, okay," or whatever. And they was like, "I thought she would be back by now." Y'all keep tabs on each other too much for me, but I guess that's the safe thing to do. But my gosh, y'all can't move or sneeze without somebody being like, "Where? How hard was it to sneeze?" And everything. So I'm just like, what is wrong with but on this occasion, they do need to be worried about Hope because she over there. But anyways, let's go back to this. So these two are talking and everything, and they're just going on about how they, the custody with Douglas as well as with Douglas and Thomas. And I said, really, Liam, you need to be talking to your wife about this. Brooke, you need to stay out of it the same way Taylor, like all y'all need to stay out of it. It needs to be between these three. That's it. But anyways, Brooke is just like tough. Douglas needs to stay where he is. I can't believe he spent another night and all this and that. And they were like, but Eric had this, housewarming party, not housewarming party, but he had this party and everybody wanted to be there and Douglas wanted to stay. I said, well, let the little boy just stay. Just let it go. Let the little boy just stay, leave it alone or whatever. But I don't know. Anyways, they're talking and he says, let me try to call Deacon. So that's when he called Deacon or whatever and found out. So when he found that out, he was like, well, Deacon sounded weird on the phone, and he says Hope wasn't, he was at work or whatever. And so they was like, maybe they missed each other. So then Ridge comes in, right? And when Brooke and Liam are talking, and he's talking about how he went over to see Deacon and Brooke is like, why'd you go over there? And Liam is just like, we're acting weird. And he said he's always weird. But then anyways, Ridge tells Brooke he went over there to let Deacon know that he's upset about that picture with Hope, but he doesn't blame Brooke. He know it was all Deacon. I said, really, it wasn't, or whatever. And he said, and I need to let him know that I'm upset and I don't want him around. I have a right to do that or something along those lines. He said, and I said, ma'am, oh Lord, I don't even know what to say. Just Brooke, put your foot down. Have some standards and tell him, well, I understand how you feel about Deacon. So let's talk about Taylor and how if Deacon has to stay away, so does Taylor. It doesn't even make any sense at this point. It doesn't make sense, and it's just frustrating and annoying. But I'm off these. I can't talk about them anymore. Let's move on. So then we see Sheila and Hope. I said, I know yesterday I said, Sheila, you better find out a way to put on that wig and mask. But I said I could have swore Sheila had her real hair out. How did she put this wig on? How did she put this wig on and Taylor didn't see? And Hope didn't see it. Did she have the wig on already yesterday? I'm going to have to go back on yesterday's episode and look, because I swear to goodness, I don't remember her having that darn wig on or whatever. But then we see Deacon runs in because Sheila not saying nothing, but she got a pair of scissors behind her back. I said, girl, I know you're not going to kill this girl. I know you're not going to attack Hope. And then Deacon gets there and she says, Dad, I know what I can't believe what I'm seeing. You met somebody. I said, girl, no, this ain't the one you want him to meet. And she said, I'm so happy. She was like, Mom's moved on with Ridge, so I'm glad you moved on. And he said, this is an old friend. And so she says, oh, we're being rude. What's your name? And she says, I can't remember what it was, but I know the one part was Lena. And she said, oh, that's Italian, right?
Oh. Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's just, sorry, the more I look at you, I feel like maybe we've met somewhere before. Do I know you?
And so Sheila reaches out her hand and Hope shakes it. And then Hope is just like, don't I know you? And I said, Lord, Sheila, Lord have mercy. Why you have to put your hand out? I don't know how this is going to end. But we will see. I'm just so sick of Ridge and his double standards when it comes to Brooke. And I'm not talking about anything in the past, but she's really worked hard this year on trying to get him back. And it's just, you know what? It's not even about that. It's the fact that you were over there lovey-dovey with Taylor, and now you gonna have the nerve to go over and tell Deacon to stay away. Like, if somebody said, I really got to start putting y'all names down. But someone said in my comments, and I agree with you, that he's in love with Taylor, but he feels obligated to be with Brooke, but he's in love with Taylor. And I'm like, well, please. At this point, I don't want Taylor with him either, because I like Taylor, but the way she going after Ridge, girl, go ahead and have him. But I don't want you to have him, because we all know he going to be with you for a few months if she were to get him. And then he will go right over there back to Brooke, where he say the passion resides. But I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what you thinking. That was the bold and the beautiful today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It is the weekend. Be safe, be blessed, enjoy yourselves. And I will see you Monday for another edition of What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.